it's good to look after yourself. Even around the Bible, you have to treat yourself. Though your body is a temple, it's a blessing from God. So
exactly. So take care of it.
Like make it look good.
Hello and welcome to Self Upgrade. My name is Aida Abubakar Limando, your host. And today we're going to talk about fashion and how the way you look can also impact your feelings, your emotions, and how you appear in the world. Our guest today, who is a fashion consultant, is going to show us the importance of actually taking the time to take care of our body, of our avatar, and also to build an image that, that is respectable, an image that actually reflects who we are on the inside. So please welcome Clauvys, the boss fashion killer. Hello, Clauvys.
Hello.
How are you today?
I'm doing good, better than the weather, I must say.
Oh yeah, tell me about it.
The weather is not that great in the UK, but I'm doing it.
All right. Well, first of all, thank you so much for being here with us. I know how busy you are. You have a busy schedule. So the fact that you are here with us, I really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much, Clauvys.
I'll say thank you too. Thank you for the food. I just had some great food.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it.
Amazing.
Making me travel out in this country. Food is a bit different. Thank you. Really.
Well, yeah. And I'm really glad that you enjoyed it. Like I was saying, when I'm cooking, I don't like to cook when I'm angry or when I'm not feeling good. I really, I like to take my time to, sometimes I even meditate before going to cook. And that, no, actually, that's something that, my husband actually told me, because he said that his mom, she said that, if for instance, a woman is angry, don't eat her food. And actually they've got, they understood everything about energy.
Yeah.
Because it's all about energy.
Very true.
If someone is angry and they go and cook something and then give it to you.
It's a magic.
Yes, you are actually going to get that angry energy. Anyway.
That's definitely not. But yeah.
Okay. So you know what? Please tell us about you. Who is Clauvys, the fashion killer?
Oh. How many? I would say Clauvys is a resilient young man. Resilient is how I describe myself, I would say, and just someone that comes from humble beginnings, and someone that's always tried to better himself.
Yeah,
resilience comes from that. So I always want to do better.
Yeah,
who I am. And then, because no one is perfect.
No.
I'd always believe, I want to be better than the one that I was yesterday. So, this is someone that always willing to learn from the world. And that's open-minded anyway.
Yes, I love that. I love it because, that's what this podcast is actually about. I believe that every human being should thrive actually to become better every single day.
Yeah.
And, it's really unfortunate, but sometimes you see young people, just living life, the same person you saw 10 years ago, you're going to see them today and you don't see any evolution
from their own life.
Yeah. And that's really sad. So with this podcast, that's the thing, actually. I want to tell people that, life is worth living, and living means progressing, try to give the best that you have, So I love what you said there about, thriving to try and become a better version every single day. That's amazing. So can you tell us a little bit about your background? Were you born here in the UK?
No, really. I'm born in a small country called Gabon. There's not many of us. There's literally 2 million of us. So me coming to the UK was it's a big opportunity.
Yeah.
So coming here, I was like, you go to school, because I came to school here.
Mm-hmm.
You go to school, you have the board with technology and I was used to charcoal basically.
Yeah.
And then charcool, just wiping. So it's just a big thing. It's a big opportunity for us. And then I think growing up in that environment has made me tougher.
Mm-hmm.
say resilient, which I said earlier, that
Yes.
in the world as a whole, because I had experience in both part of the world, the Western world, and then the third world country.
Yes.
Kind of, it is the sad reality, but yeah, it is what it is about, yeah. So yeah, so from that area, in that context.
Okay, so from Gabon, you came in the UK for your studies.
Yeah, I came with luckily I had an opportunity. My parents who came to work here, so I came with them and came to study. That's as an African, education is like a priority. My dad being a professor, so education for him was the main thing. You guys coming here, mom and dad did just gave me a laptop and then he left. All of us were my siblings, so he gave us a laptop. He said, "I'm going. Europe is too much for me. You leave here to do your education." So that was one of the reasons. Also came here to stay. The best that I could have, because back home education is not as sponsored, I would say, than here.
Okay.
We don't have the same technology. We don't have the same advance, even the style of education, the approach that teachers are taking is completely different world. Here it's like, oh, you came to, wow, Evan, you have support. I didn't speak English when I came. So imagine when you go to a school, you don't speak the language, but they give you support. Someone to be there.
Yeah.
So English not being my first language. So coming to study English was challenging, and people were doing their GCSEs. When I came, I was like, I need to pass my one. And then in the French system, it's called the brevet.
Le brevet, oui.
And that's when I came to the UK too. I'm on a big man thing, because what they say, like, you're on a grown man thing. The GCSE is big because I'm teaching school now.
Yeah.
So it's a big thing here. You should have your GCSEs.
Wow.
So I came to this stage of my life, and yeah, so I came here and I studied. I had really tried to make my parents proud. And then listening to my parents has been, like, I would say, the most disciplined thing, which I'm proud of myself, because it's challenging with the world I'm living, to be able to make your parents proud for what they wanted you to do. Like I said, they wanted me to do study. I finished the study. Maybe they wanted me to have PhD, but I said, hold on, man. That's something I had to put a break. I said, I can do maybe later on, and you don't know when you can get PhD on this. You can do a research project and then be rewarded. I said, oh, you've done something in this society. Come and get it. And you're getting it from doing a good job of what God wants me to do. If I do it, I will get it.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah.
And can we talk a little bit about your degree? Like, can you tell us which degree you did and why as well?
Initially, I went to university. I'm not the smartest one academically. I went to university to make my parents proud. I come from an African family. Education. Education. So I went, I said, I need to force myself to go to university. If I don't, I'm not university, I'm getting deported. That's the threat my mom was getting me back. Like, you're getting out of this country if you don't get to university. You're going back home. Clauvys, focus. Focus.
Definitely.
I went to university. I applied for international business. Bear in mind that that's not something I wanted to do.
Oh.
I just wanted to just get into university. I want to talk to, even I wasn't qualified. I want to talk to the university and say, listen, my mom is about to ship me out of the country. Please give me a placement. Let me start university. I will show you I will pass.
Yeah.
I went to university, and then because I was so humble to that person, it was like an opportunity. And I went to university. If they had the correct qualification. So I went there, started university, but international business wasn't for me. And then I found out, they were doing actually, and I was doing fashion before even that. They was doing something about fashion, business, communication at Brighton Uni.
Okay.
Oh, God, hang on. Come on, this is something that can relate to me. I do with my fashion on the side, put in, tell them this is work.
Yeah.
So most of the time, when I was doing my fashion, I was also working, doing fashion. So I was going back to university and saying, that's the work I've done. I've done this shoot. This art this is my fashion. Art has no boundaries. So don't. I used to be very argumentative. My teacher said, listen, this is my art. You don't know about rap because you know English teachers. Me, this is my culture.
Yeah.
I like to be very persistent about what I'm doing because I believed in myself in a way that I was like, you know what? if art has no boundaries, you're teaching us and telling us that, theoretically, art has no limits. So respect my craft.
Yeah.
And then I know I just need a piece of paper to show to the universe that I'm qualified. But clearly, you know that I'm doing more than all the students here in class.
Yeah.
Persisted. So basically my first year university, international business, cargo council. So they said, I'm doing second year fashion. And I had a good portfolio of my work.
Yeah.
So I go into the university. I did in 1 year. I only went to classes like 5 times. And before that was even before COVID. I used to go to school and stuff. Me, I went literally 5 times.
5 times?
Yeah. And I literally still got my degree.
How?
Because I was doing fashion as it was my hobby. I was doing everything thinking about money. I was always out there shooting, like to the point I argued with my parents because also they didn't believe. They were like, "Oh, do we want you to be maybe a doctor or something?" Like, I say, you know what, it gave me opportunity. I met people that would never. I flew business because of that, because just the connection, the work I've done. I say, I never had ever this is my thing. I'm feeling free, express, and so on and so on. But yeah, so it goes on to me having my stuff going on, and then also trying to get that paper from my parents.
Yeah. Yeah.
To see it, like, it's good. Even that, it's not really African parent. They don't really acknowledge that they still fashion. What is,
exactly.
It's no, nothing. I'm nothing. My hands are going like this. I'm like, what can I do? Wow, okay. Yeah. Competition. Also, family talks. Oh, this. Oh, you need to this. Your uncle, your cousin over there has this.
Always comparing.
I said, what kind of man is this? I want to let my parents happy. So let me to this shoot another one. Go for a master degree.
Okay.
I said, this is art. They say digital media. I thought, you know what? I'm going there. I'm going to shoot. I'm going to shoot videos. I'm going to study digital media. Then when I go to classes, I already signed in. They're taking me to start doing theoretical and pretty much investigation about art, about media, like how it plays people mentally, and how is this kind of like changing a culture, how people behave, and a bit of pedagogy on that. I studied a lot into there, and then I was like, you know what, I was coming to do art, like, and then which they said at the station, yeah, you can do your project.
Okay.
Which I did a project about how social media affecting the younger generation, because it's moving forward very fast.
Oh, it is.
And now even newborn, they kind of straight away on the screen. So I did a lot of studying with it. So through my study, I'm like finding out things. I'm finding out myself as well. So I decided also to kind of push myself away from social media. I was earning money already online. I was doing okay. I had big audience. That's around like artists, and I know I have a very connection with people, but I've been distant from that universe, because it's like when you're in your phone, you're in another world. It's whole like a globe. Like you literally transcend yourself in another country. Let's say you go and watch someone in that place. And then, when I get a bus, I'm the type of person I like to walk, and I like to get public transport. And I travel. So when I go to different countries, I come to the UK, I realize how people are so a bit depressed because everyone is on their phone, and then I kind of realized that it touched me. I was like, you know what? I don't, there's no life. There's no reality anymore. People live in a facade.
Yeah.
So I kind of pushed myself away 4 years now, run 5 years. Because of me studying much of that, kind of put me off it.
Oh, I see.
I'd rather communicate people face to face, which a lot of people our generation doesn't do. The younger generation, they find it hard to talk. They find it hard to communicate. They're timid, and then it's gonna happen more and more.
So, what you're saying there is very, very interesting, because I worked in social media, digital marketing. For 7 years. And I remember during COVID, I can't talk too much about the clients I was working with, but with everything that I was seeing, because basically we were doing what's called social listening. So we were seeing what the type of conversations that people were talking about. And, I mean, for me, just like the way you said, all the negativity, that was coming out of it. And, I was like, you know what, let me distance myself from this. This is work. Yes. But I don't have to be like, in the center.
Image.
Yes, exactly. So for 2 years, I stopped sharing anything on social media. It was only this year I think it was in June, because, of the podcast, because I have some other projects in mind. And all of those, unfortunately, I need, to use these mediums to actually, reach out to people. So yeah, now, I'm back to, using it again, but I don't want it to use me, if you see what I'm trying to say.
You said it very fantastic. I love that, because that's what we get wrong, and the younger generation get wrong, where it get to use them because we consume, we living off, like we spend most of our time. There's not much of a balance anymore. I know I need to use my phone, but I would have a balance when I can. When I'm with people, I rather talk to them. And I'm someone bad messaging. You can tell me, but I'm bad replying messaging because I find it rude. When I say that to my friend when they meet me, I have good friend. What off? I tell them, when I'm with people, I don't use my phone. Just excuse me for that message. I don't even want to get notification because this is just not my culture. That when I'm with my friend, we talk, we exchange ideas, we do things much productive.
Yeah.
Then don't let it spend all your time. I see people, they'll spend like literally 5 hours on their phone. I say it's not nothing wrong. I mean, if it keep you out of trouble, then good, but leave life that God just give you.
Exactly. And sometimes, like, you can see some people, like a group of people, and some of them, instead of exchanging, like talking to the people around them, they will be like, on the phone. I'm like, what's the point?
That's
You are communicating with some person who is like in maybe in another country, but here you have some physical people around you. Why don't you leave that phone and just focus on talking with the people with you who are here with you?
Exactly.
You see? So, Clauvys, can you tell us a little bit about the job of fashion consultant? What do you do exactly?
I'm not just a fashion consultant. I'll call myself more of a fashion director, which is I work with people that starting their brand, come up, give them ideas, because I don't do background in the business of fashion, because you can do anything, but business of fashion has its own business as well. In order to get revenue, you want to start a clothing brand that always can help people. You have a wedding, so I do. You someone to get married, how the clothes on the feet on you, so I'm a director, I'm where to buy the clothes. And I will do personal shopping as well. So if people that have money, they have an event or they want me to go shopping with them, I'll go shopping with them. So just for the occasion, maybe. Then the people that also have a bit of money to look extra. They say, the French people say, I don't know, that's the English people, dress how you want to be addressed.
Love that. Oh, wow.
So if you want to dress, I just hearing it because of the weather. It's a very long time. So dress what you want to be addressed. How you feel like you want to be, people think you have to dress that way. So that's what I do. Try and make people look cool.
I mean, can you elaborate on that? Because that's very important. Some people, like right now, I just have there's that French saying, I don't know if they they use it in English as well, like, ne fais pas le moine.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, very true. And I argue with them a lot. Yeah.
Anyway, I'll get the translation for that. Put it there.
And I'm balancing off that because I grew up here in the UK as well, where the culture, people don't really care about what they wear. That's not such a thing like English culture where nowadays, because of the generation is evolving. I'm sorry, don't think English not it, but it was not a thing where that's something I love about the English as well. And as me and being a stylist, I don't believe about how much you spend. I believe about how you put things together.
Okay.
So you can have a lot of money, but you still can look trash. I'm sorry. You can have a lot of money and go and wear designers, all the from your head to your toes, you can still look garbage. But it's all about how you put things together. Aesthetically, how they fit on you, how they suit. It's just simple as that.
Okay.
So money doesn't determine for me the style of the look of a person. And then, I think fashion has no boundaries. As long as also you're confident, then it works out well.
Okay. And when you go to a client, like, what are the, do they tell you, okay, I want to, convey like this, a type of, I don't know, do you work based on their personality, or how do you, figure out like this will look nice on you, or this will make you look maybe more confident, or,
I always talk, my clients are they're friend of mine. They're like part of my family. When I have a client, it's like, we link up. Like, I'm just a consultant, not just for fashion, but also a friend. Where we help each other mentally, but because we share things. Just like a barber, when you go to get your haircut, the barber will talk to you about something. So me and my client usually talk, and I get to know the person better. And just the experience of life that I had, and then the fact that I travel, it helped me to kind of relate somehow with an experience that I had with people. It's good. I always find myself to be like a cocktail. I say to myself, I mix. I'm not just a person from my country. I had culture from different places. I pick up because I learn from people. Like any countries, I can tell you something. I always believe I can tell you something about that country. I'm so interested about people. And that makes me who I am. And we're all different, but that's just me. I like to do this type of thing. I like to find out people about where they're from, what they eat, their culture. So from that aspect alone, just helped me to kind of have a bond with my client, and makes it easy to kind of clock, this guy will fit with that, regardless of the religion, something can fit the background, his experience, or what goes on, the color palette that can work with them. So just looking at a person aesthetically, you can say, this person will look decent in that color. This color will look good during this period of time. When it's raining, you go to this event. So I think like that. With a reason why. We should call a concept. So I have a concept behind every move that I take. Or if a person that I relate to, say, I'll think about what would he suit somehow? Like, I think imaginary, like, what would he fit in that film? Like, what kind would he be? It's weird. That's just how my brain works. I might be sick.
No, you're an artist.
Yeah. So I think like, where would he suit in the film? What would he wear in a film, in a video? What would he be like? How? For where? So that's what I'm trying. And then, yeah.
I mean, that's very interesting, because most of us, we wake up in the morning, we're like, okay, like me, I'll wear my blue dress. No reason behind, just I'll wear my blue dress.
Just me. Something I always advise my classes to them. Like, the first thing I do, the only thing I can give advice when you're gonna go somewhere, you check the weather before. That's a good advice, because I dress according to the weather. So I'm not gonna wear a vest and a short if it's raining outside. It would just mess up. It would just not make sense at all.
No.
So today I'm wearing my waterproof short because it's raining. He's a waterproof.
And then the first thing that you can see, like, how it comes, everything comes to, his look, like you can see the totality of it. When I saw you, I was like, oh, wow.
I just think of it like, you have to dress a bit. I mean, just the weather. You don't have to be, because when you dress according to the weather and be clean, these are things that give you, clean is important because it gives you confidence in more. When you're clean, you feel nice. You feel good about yourself.
Yeah.
So, and then just the weather. So you're not gonna, like, say man's not hot. You're gonna wear a big jacket in when it's hot, and just look wrong. People will look at you a bit wrong with that. I'll feel hot for you because wearing a jacket in the hot. So
that's true. And I love what you said there about, dressing yourself to feel good, get dressed, like look for something that you like, and, something that will make you look good and feel good as well.
Yeah.
Because, some people, like, they look depressed, and when you look, at the type of, how they look, basically, you are like, oh, actually, I can tell.
Yeah. I look at people, I say, sometimes me, myself, I'm on the wrong side of bed sometimes. I just shoot. You might catch me outside tripping, or you might even see me go through being nothing. I'm working. I'm not doing something, but it just is not. It's good to look after yourself. Even around the Bible, you have to treat yourself. Your body is your temple. It's a blessing from God. So
exactly. So take care of it.
Like make it look good.
Please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so.
I mean, not everyone has the time and the time, but it's not important. It's not vital. Which throughout the years of my experience of studying and learning, I've realized priorities in life. You know, sometimes people don't have time to go and get dressed and to put things together. But it is automatic. It works psychologically. Look, when you start doing it, it just comes automatically.
Yeah.
And it's a discipline. I always think it's a religion that I have. I strongly believe in discipline.
I love that.
When you have discipline in life, you are grateful first of all for all situation you have and everything you have, and then you just keep on pushing.
Yeah.
Nothing can stop you because you can just basically sacrifice for everything. Make things move on forward. It's just life. I had to say that life is an opportunity.
It is. It is.
So yes,
it definitely is. And you know, we come here and we are given this, you know, this body. Like, you know, this will be your only body, the only body that you have in this lifetime. So you have to take care of it. You know, and one of the best ways is to dress it right.
Exactly. And I do. Hygiene is very important. That's something I believe. That's now my personal thing. But I like hygiene because I pray. I like to pray and feeling clean. I like to enjoy. I like to be around people. If I'm socializing, I want to be feeling clean. I don't like to feel uncomfortable because when I kind of smell, I said to myself, "Oh, I smell. I need to go and get fresh or uncomfortable." So that's the same thing with like art. Like I'm not academically smart, but I think art was a way for me to escape myself, to express myself. Oh, it makes sense. Escape again.
Wow, I love that. Escape myself to express myself.
Oh, wow, that's what happened because because I felt like the world, it can be very judgmental.
Definitely.
On what everyone is. Everyone has an opinion.
Oh yeah.
On what you do. And even if it's good, someone will find it bad.
Definitely.
You know, when you're going back online, we'll say you're going to go back online and say, they have to be tough because things come with like good and bad. Come with sacrifice because you have people commenting that's irrelevant that you don't even need to hear about. And then it's not important to you. And they just take the time to, it just, really, but you have to be strong.
Yeah, definitely.
Because people comment, it can affect people, but if you have the head to not care about it and just push.
Yeah, I mean, that's why as human being, we need to, I have embraced spirituality like recently. I think it's really good when you actually work, within yourself to understand who you are, because when you don't know who you are, anyone can come and tell you, oh, you are this, and you will believe them.
Of course.
But once you have done that work, you've gone inside, you know what your soul is all about, you know who you are. So people outside, they can talk, they can tell you whatever.
Exactly.
But because you know exactly who you are, it's not going to affect you as much.
Exactly.
You see? Because this is something that I talk about all the time in this podcast. I mean, I haven't done a ton of episodes yet, but each time it comes back to that. People always will have something to say. Most people are frustrated.
Yeah.
They are not living their dreams. They are not happy with their lives. So they want other people to feel like that too.
Yeah. The reality is, like, no, we're talking on the spectrum where we are together here. The reality is, it's gonna go on like everyone on earth has a problem. Even the most richest person.
Definitely.
I have well-off friends, I'm talking about very well-off, that call me for advice. Like, they will call me and say, oh, man, now I'll say that to my friend. He say, he has money, he has all the cars. Why would he call you? Who are you? I said, in life, you can have all the money in the world. But happiness is different. Happiness, you can find it within yourself. And that's what goes back when you say faith is discipline.
Yeah.
Everyone has to have a discipline and know their values or have something that you believe in that keeps you alive. You know? Because if you don't have that, you just will live your life to the extreme. So when something hit you and then boom. Because if you have discipline, you know that, I believe in something. I believe in something most bigger than me.
Yeah.
Then you live a longer life. And then it's not a competition, but trying to live the life that God has given you in peace and long, because it's just one journey. And then sometimes you don't know when you're coming back or how you're coming back, to what you're coming back. So I always say to people, you know what? I'm not perfect. No one is perfect on this earth. I'm not. But live and learn.
Exactly.
Yeah, learn a lesson. Yeah.
Exactly.
Review yourself. Do an assessment.
Yes.
Like, assess yourself, because we are online. There's reality of life. We watch films, action films, people doing backflip, and everyone is doing backflip outside. Or there's so let's leave the reality, So
that's true.
And then not everyone has the fairy tales, because the younger generations feel more focused on that. All this has a Lamborghini, has this watch. All of this is a facade.
Exactly.
It's not maybe real. Some people have it, but not everyone is meant to have anything. God has a plan for everyone. If everyone become rich, then there's not going to be people working for you, the rich man.
That's true.
And I always say that because I have a lot, and I go to schools and I teach kids, younger generation. I say I'm a teacher. I come to your class. I want to learn from you as well.
Yeah.
We're all learning from each other. I want to tell you the truth, guys. Just respect your adult, because I'm in class, I'm teaching. Just respect me when I'm I respect the adult, because this life you have to learn. You're going to learn the hard way. I sound old, maybe because I lost my experience. I always say to my kid, we're cool to chat. If you need anything, come, I give you advice. And then we learn from each other. And that's the way you live a life. This believe in what's real. Stop living in a bubble, because the world that's on cartoon or films, there's a scenario.
Exactly.
And then we live a real world where we breathe, we move, live that. I passionately believe in life and the well-being of the future generation and it's an old generation where we live. I do care about the world. I always think being, like I said, I'm an escape through my art. The arts open my mind, my heart bigger, to a bigger picture, more humans. Being a creative, for my culture, being closed-minded is a taboo. Like, a lot of things are taboo, like to talk about, and things like that. And then just in the family, being able to express myself here in the Western world, where I've learned a lot, and being able to mix with people from different backgrounds. Because it's an opportunity. When you're somewhere where people come from different places, you learn so much.
That's true.
I've been with Asian, Middle Eastern. We can be in the same room. It makes it stronger, because it's
of course.
Nice cocktail.
Yeah.
And then they say knowledge is power. It is. Because when you know a lot, I promise you, it doesn't have to be in school, but when you have the knowledge of something, you master something.
Yeah.
You want to touch it. Even if you have knowledge in fixing cars, who can touch you? Who can mess up your car anyhow, because you will know it? Me, I have knowledge of clothes. I wouldn't say I'm untouchable. I'm on myself, but I always say myself, like, you know what, I can't be intimidated by anyone. Sorry, I always say that humbly. I say, I'll go places. I don't have to have a receipt, even if that person is richer than me. Wait, invite me on your wedding. I will show you fight. I say that to my friend. I say to my friends, invite me on your wedding. I will show you. I don't have enough looking nice. And I'll make you look nice. But no, that. It's just a lot of things that I want to be there. So when you're not in the aspect, things don't fail you in that aspect. You're fearless. Just the same way like some people that believe in God. or they have a discipline, something.
Yeah.
They're fearless in that aspect. Like you can't touch me about this. I have some knowledge. I want to give you back.
That's true. Well, like I was saying, we could be talking forever.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to ask you a question, because I'm sure that, all the people that will be watching this will be like, oh, wow, you're a fashion consultant, So what comes to my mind now is Paris Fashion Week.
Yeah.
Like, how was it, Ben told me, my nephew Ben told me that, you've been to many of those. So can you tell us a little bit how it's like to go to a fashion week?
It's lit when you're young. Like I have personally, I'm invited every year until now. I haven't been for like 4 years straight. Because I've been to different countries and work balance and also lifestyle. So I'm changed. It's very hectic. You go to this show, you go and then you go to the after party to make connection with people, to link up. So I started like I know a lot of people, we know how it started. So we were outside, the younger people, young generation, thinking we're cool. Back then it was through music.
Yeah.
So artists like Virgil Abloh used to come down to London, Kanye West used to come down to London, and then me leading embrace. And I was so indulging to that hype mode. Oh, we want to see that artist because he's started doing that clothing. So when they come in on the road, we just chilling outside. I would just be camping, waiting for that artist to come.
Wow.
It was a whole culture back then. And then from there, and I used to dress quirky. I dress different. Like I don't mind dressing like anyone, but I like to have my little touch, one or two. And
like now, like I love the hat.
By the way. Not the weather. But yeah, I like to. So people kind of acknowledge me, and I made friends with the type of people that had the same mind as me. So we're we need to get to those shows. And I was young back then, so it was not like, I get invited. But we used to be outside. And then from outside, they used to see me, all of this brand used to see me outside. What you do? Hardy fashion, dressing cool. And my friend used to do music. So, and then started inviting me to shows. And I introduced it myself, just being who I am. You get invited to shows, introducing myself to people, go to parties, you build up a relationship, you keep in touch like that. And then some of my friends, they started their own agency as well in France, which was to invite public figure. That wasn't word back then. There was no influencer back then. The publishers, so they used to invite me, like to shows, like every year. They say, come to see a show. And I worked with some brands. I was very lucky enough to work with like major brand.
Can you give like some example?
I wouldn't really just for like disclosure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my new assessment at the moment.
All right.
But yeah, I work with major brand. I met major artists as well. They're international now, and it's a blessing. And I just kind of grew out of like being too much online. Because when you go there, people take pictures of you, and then you want to do that when you're at a party, and you want to just have your private little life.
That's true. Yeah.
And when I go to France, Paris Fashion Week is cool because I speak English. So for somehow people think I'm famous. I'm not even famous like that. I'm one of the famous people. So I used to get access easily because I started at the London Fashion Week. The London one was very not the best. Very in one location. Paris is in different location. So when it was in 2014, that's when I was kicking in London.
Okay.
And London 15, I started going to Paris, invited by my friend, come to this show. To see, come and do some work with us. Okay. Cool. Pull up. And I get invited to show, I get invited to Major Brown's show now. And I'm sitting front row with like famous people because I speak English. It's that. I'm Monsieur Benet. Merci. C'est Monsieur. Calm down, give us drink. It's just a party lifestyle. It was fun when it lasted, and it goes up with a lot of things that I don't want to mention online, but it goes, the background of every industry has a dark side.
Yeah, definitely.
And then as a person that I am, I have discipline. And then that just built me to kind of be away from social media, be away from the environment as much, because my intention or my energy is not going through the right direction. So I need to spend my energy on my family and the people that care for me the most, and then the people that I love. So therefore, I do love fashion. I love the art. So then I kind of distance myself a little bit from the lifestyle, because it's hectic. It's like constantly moving.
Yeah.
A constant, where you don't have a stable life, you don't have a house. So you have to travel. You don't think about buying a house or have somewhere you can call home.
Yeah.
You have to think about, you have to leave the parents' house. You have to invest. You have to leave something for your future generation.
Yeah.
So, and go to that stage where is if I'm being a model, like they say now, we can both like if you're having kids in life, because you have to make sacrifice in this industry. It's like you decide to be famous, or you choose, or the life for you to be famous. You're not going to have a normal life. You're not going to go to shop and buy your bread like easily. You have to be ready for it. So it comes with a lot of sacrifice that's unexpected. And it's quite sometimes very overwhelming for some people to undertake.
Yeah.
For me, simple life, for me, is the better life at the moment. So
Definitely.
I love my simple life. And I can't ask for more. I will go somewhere, people don't know me. I will enjoy myself. I will embarrass myself. And then it's fine. I'll go back to reality when I come back to my business. So I kind of enjoyed that. At the same time, when you put yourself out there, it comes with a lot of things. Connection, money, maybe opportunities as well, which is a very important. So all of this is good to have a balance. And I'm at this stage where I have a good balance and perfect. I think it's what people need to know. You need to have as well a balance in life.
Definitely.
If you don't have it, then you're just reducing your life expectancy.
Yeah, the much stress and
it's stressful, and then you put too much on you, and then just the mental, the inside, the thing that we don't see is very important to protect them, because it's not like out there, like you can see my eye, but inside and mentally in the brain, that's something that you have to very much protect.
Definitely.
In here, people suffer a lot of mental issue. It doesn't have to be like traumatic, like crazy, but people have mental instability.
Yeah, like depression.
Yeah. And I never knew that until I came to this country about anxiety and things like that. So when I traveled and I had experience of life, I know how to have the balance. Okay, you play the law, always come back. Calm down, focus.
Yeah, relax a little bit.
Work, and then, Clauvys, come on. Machine, relax. And push a little bit more.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, that's a good advice, to be honest. Like, most of us, I can be a victim of that as well. Sometimes because I wake up very early, given that I have children, I don't want to have to basically neglect either, I don't want to neglect my career. And I don't want to neglect my family. Like, my children are more important than career. But still, as a woman and as a person, I do have my ambitions. So I just work harder. I wake up very early in the morning. And, sometimes it can get, I can get very tired and my body can tell me actually slow down. But because, when I start thinking about the projects, I'm like,
I need to get it out.
Yeah.
I know that disease.
Yeah, so now that you're saying that's definitely something that we need to keep in mind. Balance.
Yeah, it's very important.
Yeah.
To really reduce yourself. No, that's very true. Balance. That's the way I kind of maintain myself. And I think that's my secret, and that's what put me up. Like, I study. Like, I'm not studying just to learn, it's off to learn for myself. Just like fashion, the way I dress for myself. I don't dress for you. I dress to feel good. I like to dress good. I like to make people, I like to see nice things. I'm the type, I have a good eye. I'm a more admirative guy. And that's part of my work as well. So I will I didn't say, I mentioned, I work with also artists, so they would send me their song to come up with a concept of a video.
Okay.
So I would listen to the music and I'll come up with an idea of how we can film the music video. So I'm more like a visionary person.
Very creative.
I want to say, I can't draw. I'm very bad at drawing. My handwriting is bad. But ideas, just picture come out. I have pictures.
You know what? I mean, now that you're saying that, I feel like, we do have some, similarities somewhere. Like, we don't, because guys, we don't really, I mean, we just got to meet each other today, basically. So we didn't really, take that time to talk and, but, what you're saying there, I find a bit of myself in, in what you're saying, because, I'm a poet. I'm an aspiring poet. I write poetry, like that's my escape. You're talking about, escaping. I don't know how you said it, but it was so beautiful. So for me, I'm a very low-key person. I don't talk a lot, so when, for instance, there's something that needs to be expressed, I find it really hard to go to someone and be like, okay, this is how I'm feeling, or this is, but, I will, just go to my computer and write a poem about it. And it will be like a therapy.
Yeah.
And for a long time, I didn't think about publishing or anything, because for me, it was my therapy. It was something that I was doing for me to feel good. Yes.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
yes. And, I was just going to talk about the visualization part of it. Like, I can get some ideas, and when I try to explain them to people, they're like,
yeah, it's hard.
Can you come, like, come again?
Yeah. And I'm like, I can't. Just, I can do it. I can do it. But
yeah.
I have the same problem. I have that a lot. It is hard for me to explain, but I had it.
Exactly. I'm like, okay, you will see when it like.
Yeah. I said, wait, there's a formula there, but I saw it.
It's like, recently I was talking to Ben, and I told him, like, I just wrote this poem, and I want to make a video about it, and I want it to be galactic. I was like, excuse me?
What did you travel to?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I just love that, and like, we could stay here forever. So I'm just going to ask you one last question. Like, if there are some people watching us today and they're feeling like, okay, I love fashion as well, and why not do something, what Clauvys is doing? I'd love to style people and help people look better, feel more confident, and, just bring that, their personality, or something like that. What can you tell them?
I would say you can be or do whatever. Life, the world is your oyster. I say that to people. I would never fool myself. Like I promise you, I was doing it for free. I was not expecting to get paid ever. And I got paid for several occasions because of my art. Is how you put yourself in life, and why you put yourself in. Be resilient. I'm resilient as a person. Anything I want, I get frustrated when I don't get it done. That's a bad thing I have. But that's it. No one is perfect. I'm very stubborn in that way.
Well, that's a good, for me, I don't even see that as being like for me, it's a good quality.
Yeah, I think it go into, it could be a quality, but it's also in good to have balance. It is important to be resilient, believing in yourself. Because if people, it's easy saying than done, but is when you remember, I always say to my student, I say, remember, before you may never used to talk before. Now you talk and you walk, and now you dance, and now you never knew something, but you learn, and then you grow to it, and you do it good. So life is a learning stage.
Definitely,
you have to be willing to learn, willing to learn and practice consistency, and do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
And you know what? It's important to think like that. Like, try again. Try. If it don't work, try.
Definitely.
Until you embarrass yourself. Okay. You don't know how much I embarrassed myself. I was outside there, I talked to my senior and said, you know what, I experienced the world. Nothing fazes me. You can see, I can be in a similar room that the richest person on earth, he won't intimidate me.
No.
And no one, because of life, we only have one journey. Take every day as an opportunity.
Definitely.
And that's the message I say to people that I love. We're thanking for opportunity. The breathing that we have is an opportunity. There's people in hospital that is in a worse situation. So we are grateful to have what we have. If it doesn't work today, tomorrow it will work. If you don't work tomorrow, patient, your time. God time is the best time.
Exactly.
Do not do anything that's not in your disciplinary way of what you learn or what life has taught you. Because you will just put yourself in a deep end. I have people, they say, because the question, sorry, I'm taking maybe long.
No, that's beautiful. Keep going.
You said, what would you, I would say to people, because you will go to an industry, like the social media, you see someone having fancy thing, you think you get it easily, you don't know what it does behind to get something.
Exactly.
Today I'm speaking from experience. I'm speaking from a touchdown, different industry. And then even the music industry, rappers and all that, there's a lot of things going on behind closed doors that is not expressed to the public.
Yeah.
There's no telling that people are not aware of. I feel like it is important for people to have discipline. That's what I would say. When you have a disciplined life, you can conquer many things.
Definitely.
Many things. And you will just know that, you're learning and you're growing. In life, you take it. Every day when I think that I'm going to have a problem, I say, let me put my gloves. I think of it. I say that to myself in my head. I say, okay, I wake up today, I didn't have a problem. I say, okay, tomorrow I will wake up, I have a problem. I say, okay, let's the problem come now. I want to see where we're going to finish, how we're going to finish it, because I think it's a challenge. There's more people in worse situation than me. I travel, I go to I'm come from a less fortunate country. What I'm telling you, we complain. Yes, sometimes I see people complain that we have a lot of things that people don't have. But that's the nature of the human being. We're never happy with what we have.
No.
And then it is when you have that logic in your head, you will be grateful for what you have. And then when you're grateful, doors open for you.
Definitely.
Easily and smooth. And it's like, if you know 1 + 1 is 2, then you know your maths, then try to follow your maths. If you read whatever religion you feel or what discipline you believe in, you know that it's taking you to a better place, then continue with your maths.
Definitely.
And keep up the balance. The balance. And that's how I live. Because otherwise, I don't stay in the UK too long. But yeah, I always try to live this way of pressure. And I'm thinking, I want to be better. I say, just make me a better person.
Yeah.
I know I'm not old yet. I always think I'm young. I always believe I'm young.
But yes, you are.
And then I say, I'm pushing. We're all pushing. Be grateful, because we all get lost in the trap in the society we live, where we all don't appreciate the little things that we have.
Exactly. Exactly.
We get lost, where it's a total distraction of the reality.
Yeah, we start chasing things, and that's what it was. I did a podcast about gratitude, and I was just sharing the fact that exactly what you said there, that people tend to forget what they have. When you want something, you don't actually see your blessings, all the blessings around you, because every single thing that you have, it's something, maybe it's something that you desired, you didn't have. You prayed, and then God gave it to you, and today you look at it, it's there. Yeah, you see?
And that's it.
So that's ungrateful, and when you are in that attitude, things don't come to you.
Easily,
yeah.
And you said it all. Literally, if you don't appreciate what you have, then even if you get something, you will not appreciate it.
No.
It will not make sense to you.
You will maybe, you will enjoy it like, maybe a week or so, and then you will go to chase for, something else.
I guess. Exactly. Yeah, that's the society we live in at the moment. I think that's what when I come across this Western part of the world, and I come around people. I'm in schools, I see kids behaving, even adults as well. You know, wow, the world is changing.
Definitely.
And yeah, it makes it beautiful.
All right.
It's beautiful.
Well, you know what, Clauvys, thank you so much for, for this beautiful conversation. I learned a lot, during this time with you today. And I hope that, you guys are going to get inspired by Clauvys's wisdom, because there's, we came to talk about fashion, but it's went deep and hard. And I love it. I love it. So thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the hospitality and the platform you have, and what I will wish you is all the best and be strong. Let's smash it.
Oh yeah, let's do that.
Beautiful work. Also educating people, inspiring people.
Yeah, that's exactly the aim of the platform. So thank you again, and please subscribe, like, share. Thank you again, and we'll see you in another episode. Bye.